Hello there guys, welcome back to another video on football forensics. I do hope all of you all are having a superb day. So today's video will be a Chelsea news video and we will be talking about a possible exit for Chelsea's Tammy Abraham, and I also will be talking about another player who has been through hell and back to finally get his golden opportunity to break into the Chelsea first team. So if you do find this type of content to be interesting, please do consider subscribing, as I will be posting similar content in the future. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off today's video by talking about the possible exit of Tammy Abraham. So the former Chelsea academy player had a pretty pivotal role under Frank Lampard. However, after Thomas Tuchel did take over, he has been struggling for minutes, starting just 2 times since February, and as a result of all of this, he has been linked with a shock move to Chelsea's bitter rivals Arsenal. Now, I do know what you're thinking. There is no chance that a Chelsea academy player who has spent more than a decade at the club would even think of playing for Arsenal. However, a report by Football.London has elaborated us on this issue. So let's take a look at this article. Okay, so this report basically states that Tammy Abraham appears to be on his way out of Chelsea this summer, and Abraham's admissions in the past could imply that a deal to Arsenal isn't as ridiculous as it initially sounds to many of the fans of both teams, because when scoring the winner in the London derby in the 2019-20 campaign, Abraham went on to state on Chelsea TV that it feels amazing when speaking about his winner, and he went on to further state that it's even more special for me considering my family are all Arsenal fans. Okay, so from this report, it is pretty clear that Tammy Abraham will most probably be leaving Chelsea FC, with his most likely destination being Arsenal, mainly due to the fact that he was a former Arsenal fan and also due to the fact that he would probably want to remain in London. Now, if you are a Chelsea fan, I do know that this bit of news does tend to sting a little bit, because we all do want our academy players to succeed and break into the first team, and Tammy Abraham did manage to do that with Frank Lampard. He had a superb role, scoring a lot of goals, and was one of the key players in helping Frank Lampard finish in the top 4 in his maiden season in the Premier League. However, under Thomas Tuchel and this current side, it is very unlikely that Tammy Abraham will be able to get barely any minutes with the team. Therefore, for the benefit of all parties, it would be best for Tammy Abraham to move on from Chelsea FC, I do personally believe. However, it would sting a little bit if he does move to Chelsea's retirement centre, Chelsea's rivals Arsenal. However, if the player does want to move there, I do wish him the best. Anyway, do let me know in the comments whether you guys think Tammy Abraham will be leaving Chelsea and where he will be at the start of next season. Okay, so in other news, we all have heard about the fact that Thomas Tuchel is giving a chance for his loanees and his academy graduates to break into the first team by watching them very closely during the pre-season. And among all these players trying to make a positive impact on Thomas Tuchel, personally for me, one player has stood out and I just had to talk about him in this video. So let's take a look at this article provided to us by the Fan Nation. Okay, so this article is about Charly Musonda and his return to Chelsea FC after a 3-year injury. The winger has been out for the last 2 seasons but is back in training with the team under Thomas Tuchel. And speaking on this channel via Sports Witness, Musonda said, "Since I had been out for more than a year, they gave me a 20% chance of ever playing at the top level again. They literally said this is going to be an impossible mountain to climb." However, it does seem like Musonda has climbed the impossible mountain, as he has appeared in Chelsea training ahead of the 2021-2022 season. And when further asked about his injury, he said, "It was a struggle. For 3 years, I missed what I loved most, playing football. I was in pain and sometimes didn't sleep, but a comeback is only heroic when no one thinks it possible." And the Belgium international is remaining optimistic about his future. He went on to further state that, "I am on the right track. I do believe I have 10 more beautiful years in my legs when I return. I feel like a boxer getting ready for his ultimate fight." Okay, so a pretty emotional story for Charly Musonda Jr. I mean, he was one of Chelsea's brightest prospects, as highly rated as Ruben Loftus-Cheek at that point of time. However, when he did decide to go out on loan, it was a really bad decision and he suffered a horrendous ligament injury, and he has not been able to play professional football for the last 2 seasons. But a lot of credit must be given to this young man, because despite all of these setbacks, despite this career-threatening injury, he has still managed to be positive, keep training, and he now does have the chance to convince Thomas Tuchel that he is worthy of breaking into the first team. And the key factor in relation to Musonda Jr. is the fact that he is still just 24 years old. So if he does put in a positive impact with Thomas Tuchel, he definitely will be given a chance. Anyway, I will be keeping a close eye on Charly Musonda Jr. as well as Ruben Loftus-Cheek, because personally for me, these two are the players I do want the most to break into the Chelsea first team during pre-season. So I will keep you guys updated in relation to both these players. And yeah, do let me know in the comments whether you guys do think Charly Musonda Jr. has the skills to break into the first team, or whether he at least does have the chance to break into another top team in Europe. Anyway, that in essence is my video for today. I do hope all of y'all did enjoy it. Please do drop a like if you did find it useful. Stay safe, and of course I will catch you guys in the next one.